This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Well, good Friday afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. We begin with a look ahead at the forecast.
It's going to be muggy, a little rainy and warm this weekend, but the heat will really crank up next week.
Let's get a look at your first warm forecast. Meteorologist Blaze Keller outside on the patio. Hi, Blaze.
Hello. Yes, even the fish in the pond, they've kind of hidden underneath some of the plants that are over the water, kind of maybe trying to stay a little bit on the cooler side, even though we're not going to be as hot and as humid as what we will be as we head really beginning your Father's Day onward through a majority of next week. That's why we've gone ahead and issued an alert day, not only for your Father's Day, but Monday, Tuesday. And stay with News 3 Now, because we could issue beyond Tuesday, given that this kind of heat wave, if you will, is not really going to be breaking down anytime soon, especially as we go into next week. So here's a look at our temperature versus heat index over the next few days, beginning Father's Day. Temperature in the red, heat index, what it's going to feel like outside in the pink. We're approaching those mid to upper 90s on a Monday, and we really stay there into your Tuesday as well. It's quiet on the radar, not really a whole lot going on right now. In Dane County, we're in the upper 70s to low 80s. Across southern Wisconsin, very similar temperatures, mid to upper 70s to low 80s. And as we look ahead to tonight, your Friday night, looking very pleasant temperature-wise. We may need to close the windows. It could be a little bit on the muggier side this evening. We're definitely going to need them closed all next week. We are going to track out a bit of a rainy, maybe start to your Father's Day, the heat and humidity, and we're going to break down maybe when we'll see some relief in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. Police in Dodge County need your help to locate an escaped inmate. James Cody Griswold escaped while utilizing his Huber privileges, which allow inmates to leave the jail for work and medical appointments. According to the Dodge County Sheriff's Office, Griswold escaped while heading to the Marshfield Medical Center of Treatment around midnight. Police say Griswold left the jail in his own vehicle, a black 2013 Chevy Malibu with the Wisconsin license plate AVW 9228. Anyone with information is asked to call the Dodge County non-emergency number. That's 920-386-3726.
The Merrimack Ferry is open and operational this afternoon after an incident forced it to close overnight. Here's a live look at the landing where this happened. You can see the ferry is operating normally today, but last night the scene wasn't so calm. A car went into the water, but the ferry was not involved. It happened near the South Bank around 11 p.m. last night. According to the Columbia County Sheriff's Department, a 911 call came in reporting a vehicle crashing into the water. 2 people got out and swam to shore. The passenger was injured in the crash and was taken to the hospital. And after an investigation, it was determined that the driver of the car was drunk. He was taken to the Columbia County Jail.
And if you were driving out on the Beltline today, you may have seen a plane flying overhead. That plane belongs to the Wisconsin State Patrol. It's being used to step up speed enforcement on the Beltline. It's part of the State Patrol's efforts to enhance its enforcement across the Beltline. The air enforcement works by crews in the plane spotting dangerous driving and giving descriptions to officers on the ground who can initiate a traffic stop.
We want to make sure everybody's safe out there. Again, public safety is one of our main concerns too. We just want to be out there. We just want to make sure people understand the speed limit out there. The speed limit is 55. We've seen folks kind of go over that quite a bit here on the Beltline.
The majority of aerial enforcements are announced publicly in an effort to hinder dangerous driving before people get on the road.
In more local news, Madison's brand new softball team has their season opener this weekend.
Our Braden Ross sat down with General Manager Sam Rubin and 2 players to talk about how it feels to lead the charge in creating a new kind of softball league. Braden?
Yeah, the Nightmares are part of the new softball division of the Northwoods League, bringing all the fun and fanfare of a Mallards baseball game to the world of softball. Nightmares players Carly Oliver and Lexi Shaver came from hundreds of miles away to make Madison and the Nightmares home this summer. They told me they're excited to be a part of something new and innovative and bring more eyes to women's sports, especially for young girls.
I love it. I remember being their age and just looking up to the girls and like being on the other end of it. They think we're so cool and it's awesome.
I agree. That's exactly how I feel. I think that's the most rewarding thing, especially like I said, like rounding out my career. I would not choose to spend my summer anywhere else. I think I'm super excited.
Now the Nightmares kick off their inaugural home opener this Sunday at 6:05 at Warner Park. They'll play 21 home games by the time the season is over. You can see my full conversation with Carly, Lexi, and Nightmares General Manager Sam Rubin this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
Best of luck to them. Play ball. Thank you, Braden. This weekend, the Tony Awards will recognize the greatest accomplishments on the stage this year. And here in Madison, one man gets the chance to cast his vote. Tim Sowers is the Chief Artistic Experiences Officer at the Overture Center, and he is a member of the Broadway League. He's also one of the voters who gets to choose the winners.
The process is when a show opens, we get an invite to go see the show. In order to vote in the categories, you have to see all of the nominees in all of the categories to vote. And if you haven't, then you just abstain.
The Tony Awards air Sunday night at 7 p.m. right here on CBS.
A Sun Prairie man is using his family's journey to spread a positive message even through some of the worst struggles. Joel Coyne is using the storyline to do something good. Joel and his wife Tricia struggled for years to start a family, and it was during those sleepless nights the local teacher and coach turned to writing. Little did he know at that time the beautiful things that would come in the home that love built.
When we knew that our family would kind of take a little bit of a different journey, we came up with the mantra that family is love.
Josh Breider sat down with Coyne in a story you'll see only on 3 Sunday night at 10 after the Tony Awards. See how his story is doing something good in the community.
Coming up next at 4, we're heading out in the 608 to get a preview of Stoughton's annual summer festival.
Josh Breider shows us the new look of the Taste of Stoughton when Live at 4 returns.
Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Harker Heating and Cooling, Best Duct Cleaning, Best Heating and Cooling. Vote for Harker Heating and Cooling and all your favorites today.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
There's lots of grown-up fun in the water park capital of the world, but where? Well, where tasty drinks meet relaxing pools. That's where all the action is. Where the rubber meets the road and then meets the water. Water parks, they're here, there, and everywhere. Now, where was I? Probably somewhere like here. Ooh, nice glassware. Hungry? There's plenty more where that came from. Where do we go from here? Well, just about anywhere. Wisconsin Dells, where it's at. Plan your grown-up getaway at WISC-TV.com.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
I'm 82.
86.
90 years young.
Eric Hovde thinks people like us shouldn't be able to vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Son, I've served this country. I think I can handle a ballot.
What a jerk.
Eric Hovde, I'm fully aware of whom I'm voting for, and it won't be you.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and
The U.S. Supreme Court has struck down a Trump-era ban on gun accessories known as bump stocks, enacted in the wake of the 2017 Las Vegas mass shooting.
The court's conservative majority found that a bump stock, which allows a shooter to quickly fire a semi-automatic rifle, does not convert the firearm into a machine gun. Natalie Brand reports from the Supreme Court.
The U.S. Supreme Court put guns back in the political spotlight Friday, striking down a ban on bump stocks. The Trump administration put the rule in place after America's deadliest modern mass shooting. In 2017, a gunman fired more than 1,000 rounds into the crowd at a Las Vegas concert in 11 minutes. The High Court's 6-3 opinion focused on the mechanics of the gun accessory.
This is whether or not the ATF, an executive agency, could say semi-automatic weapons plus bump stock equals machine gun, and machine guns are banned under federal law.
Justice Thomas, writing for the majority, said a bump stock does not convert a semi-automatic rifle into a machine gun any more than a shooter with a lightning-fast trigger finger does. Justice Sotomayor, in the dissent, sharply disagreed, stressing a rifle equipped with a bump stock can fire at a rate of 400 to 800 rounds per minute. Writing, when I see a bird that walks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, I call that bird a duck.
Conservative justices also took issue with the ATF writing the rule instead of lawmakers, saying it's up to Congress to amend the law regarding bump stocks.
But lawmakers we spoke to on both sides of the aisle don't expect any movement on the issue.
Not particularly optimistic. I think it's probably going to be left where it is.
The Supreme Court must still rule on another big gun case, deciding whether or not to uphold federal law that prohibits people under domestic violence restraining orders from owning firearms. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
In a statement following the Supreme Court's decision, President Biden called on Congress to ban bump stocks and pass an assault weapons ban, saying that if lawmakers send him a bill, he will sign it immediately.
There are concerns the H5N1 bird flu could grow into a more pressing problem for people. It's already spread to livestock herds in at least 12 states, and 4 human cases have been reported in 3 states. The CDC says the risk to the general public from bird flu is low, but scientists are concerned that if it mixes with the regular flu, it could create a so-called Frankenstein flu, with the potential to become a pandemic. Dr. Celine Gounder says more testing at the farm level is needed to track the spread.
They only are required to test if they're moving cows over state borders. So they could be moving them within the state. There's no testing requirement. In terms of the farm workers, a lot of them are undocumented. And so they don't want to be on any kind of government roster, database, whatever.
This week, the Agriculture Secretary said 24 companies are working to develop a bird flu vaccine for cattle, and the USDA is conducting its own preliminary research at a lab in Iowa. And several cities on the West Coast and in Hawaii are now considered impossibly unaffordable. 5 cities made the list for most unaffordable places to buy a home, according to the annual Demographic International Housing Affordability Report. The most expensive U.S. cities are in California, San Jose, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego all made the top 10. Honolulu came in 6th out of 94 major markets surveyed in 8 countries. Milwaukee, the only Wisconsin city measured, ranked 53rd, landing in the severely unaffordable category.
Let's get a look at your weekend forecast. It's Dad's big weekend. This weekend, meteorologist Blaze Keller is here with the details. It's going to be a hot one, right, Blaze?
It is. You know, starting really on Father's Day all the way through a lot of next week, but especially Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We're expecting the heat and the humidity to ramp on up. We're going to also be dealing with some showers later into your day on Saturday, carrying overnight into early Sunday. But obviously our focus is that series of alert days for not only those hot temperatures, but those hot feel-like temperatures, or the heat index values that we're expecting as we go into next week. Again, starting on Sunday through at least Tuesday, but stay with News 3 now, because we could maybe extend those alert days further into next week as our temperatures temperatures continue to linger in those upper 80s to low 90s beginning Sunday all the way through at least next Wednesday. So the red bar is our temperature, our forecasted temperature, and then the pink is the heat index. So that's taking into account the dew point, the winds, the sunshine, and obviously our air temperature. So that's kind of like the summer version of wind chill. And those are going to be approaching very dangerous levels, especially there Monday with that southwesterly wind component. When we get that southwesterly wind, we tend to warm up even more than even a southerly wind. So as we look ahead to Sunday afternoon, Father's Day is going to be hot, but it's not going to be as hot as especially Monday. Again, these arrows indicating the winds out of the southwest, bumping our temperatures into those low to mid 90s. The heat index value much higher than that. As we jump into your Tuesday, once again, back into those low to mid 90s for that heat index value. And then that continues even into your Wednesday as well. Keep in mind, if we're going to be in the 90s during the day, our overnight lows are going to be in the 70s. So you need to make sure that you are staying cool as well, especially overnight. The reason is because we have tapped into some tropical air. This is our dew points into those 60s and 70s. And again, anything above really 60, you are basically on the coast. It's just so humid, and that's the reason why you need to make sure that you are really looking at and adhering to these heat safety kind of guidelines here. Make sure that you're checking in on elderly and make sure your pets are staying cool and hydrated. In addition to yourself, drink plenty of water as we go into next week. Water is going to hydrate you more than sodas and other drinks. Make sure you're wearing lightweight and light colored clothing. Darker the clothes, the color, the more heat it's going to absorb. Could we hit 100? Probably not. Really, statistically in the Madison area, out of the over 50,000 days since records began in 1869, only 36 of them have been at or above 100 degrees. That's less than 0.5% of all of those days from January 1st, 1869 through today's date. So it's probably not likely that we get into the 100s, but it is certainly going to be hot next week. Quiet on the radar in the meantime. We got into those upper 70s to low 80s, not only across southern Wisconsin, but in Dane County as well. And quickly walking ahead to Father's Day, overnight showers and thunderstorms Saturday really wrap up as we go into the late morning hours on Sunday. By the afternoon, we should start to see more sunshine. Let's quickly take a look at that 7 and 10 day forecast. Again, alert days starting Father's Day through at least Tuesday of next week. And beyond that, we maybe get some relief by that upcoming weekend back into those low 80s with daily chances for showers and thunderstorms.
It's going to be a hot one. Thank you so much, Blaze. The Taste of Stoughton is back in the 608 this weekend with something for all families to enjoy.
Our Josh Spreiter is at Nordic Ridge Park in Stoughton with more on this year's event.
We're at Nordic Ridge Park getting a taste of Stoughton with everything you can expect for your whole family this weekend. We have Crystal, Christina, and Jill joining us. Guys, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Stoughton. Oh my gosh, we're so excited to be here, and you guys are really going to have a great event here this weekend, Crystal.
Yes, we are so excited to put this on for our annual Taste of Stoughton. We've got food vendors, we've got craft vendors. We're just really excited to bring this to the community again.
And, you know, focusing on that local, I think, is a big part of this because you're really giving people a taste of your community.
We are. We're giving people a taste of our music. We have 5 bands this year that are all tied to our community. We're giving people a taste of our food. We have 16 food vendors. We have over 20 arts and craft vendors. We have a taste of some local craft beer and a taste of some local cider that's made here in our town as well.
So Nordic Ridge Park, beautiful venue for an event like this, but you guys have really grown over the years, Crystal. Like, you think about where you started to where you are now, that has to get you pretty excited.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a few hundred the first year and just over 14,000 people last year. So we're so excited to ramp up this year and see what we can bring to the community and surrounding Dane County people.
What can people expect that's new this year?
Well, this year, Taste of Stoughton is going green. We've put recycling bins throughout the facility, and we're also going to bring green box and compost all of our food waste this year.
Wow, so the way of the future. So if people are interested on coming out and getting a taste of Stoughton, what do they need to know, Crystal?
11 a.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow here at Nordic Ridge Park on Whole Avenue. Free, kids zone, bounce house, beer, soda,
all of our proceeds also go back to local volunteer groups, and they're all nonprofits. So it's just a win-win for everybody.
I love that. It's going to be the place to be this weekend. Come on down, get a taste of Stoughton right here at Nordic Ridge Park tomorrow. In Stoughton, I'm Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
There we go. That was like a lot of fun.
It does. Yeah. Good weather, too.
Yes. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, the life and legacy of Tina Turner takes to the stage.
I'll sit down with one of the lead actresses to get a look at the Overture Center's newest performance when Live at 4 continues.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco. Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2026. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast so you can enjoy your new windows all summer long. 2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
Welcome back. The queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner, died just over a year ago at the age of 83.
However, her life and legacy continue to thrill and inspire audiences around the country.
The national tour of the Broadway hit Tina, the Tina Turner musical, is in Madison through Sunday, and one of the lead actresses in the show is a Wisconsin native. She's performing for the first time at the Overture Center. Sherry, welcome back to Wisconsin.
Thank you, thank you.
This must feel like a full circle moment for you.
Oh, it really does, it really does. I'm so excited to be back in my home state, performing as an adult.
Tell me a little bit about your journey. You grew up in Milwaukee.
I grew up in Milwaukee, in Brown Deer, to be exact, and studied at William Riley Academy of Ballet. Actually started performing when I was 7, I think. I had like my first solo at church, and did my first dance concert when I was 10, and started doing plays through the Brown Deer Rec Department, and just, it's always been my dream.
What is your role in this show?
So I am a swing and an understudy. So what swings do is we cover the ensemble members. And then the people who are considered principals, who are like lead roles, they are covered by the understudies. So I cover 6 women in the ensemble, and I also understudy Tina's mom and her grandmother.
So you're not playing the role of Tina, but any given night, you're playing any of the other 6 lead roles in this show.
There's 10 women in the show, and
right.
I cover 8 of them.
Were you a fan of Tina Turner before you auditioned for this show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually, since 2002, I've sung with a Tina Turner tribute band.
Wow.
So I was very familiar with Tina. I was very familiar with all of her music, even like her style of dancing. So it was really wonderful to have the opportunity to audition for this show, much less to get to be in it and actually do it. I really kind of feel like my life has kind of led me to this place and to be in this production.
Her music is iconic, and most people know it, but her story may not be. And there are parts of it that are intense.
So she started in the industry at a very young age, came from a home of abuse, was actually left by her mother, and her mom took her sister and went away, and her dad was like, I can't with you. and so she was raised by her grandmother for a good period of time, and then got involved with Ike Turner, and while he was the door that opened her to her career and everything that music gave her and brought her, that was also an abusive relationship.
There are moments of it that are jarring.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's a story of survival and redemption
and triumph.
And triumph.
And triumph.
What is it that you hope people who come to see it will take away from it?
I hope they will take away an appreciation for Tina's story, for her struggle, for her triumph. And I hope they will also take away the sense that if she can do it, I can do it. There's that sense of you can do anything. You can, you can rise above whatever your situation may be. And she came from not just one horrible situation, but several horrible situations, and was still able to rise above it.
Tina Turner, the musical, runs through Sunday at Overture Center. Tickets are still available at overture.org.
Well, coming up next on Live at 4, one of Madison's most used bus companies is going bankrupt.
We'll break down how this could impact you and the company's response when Live at 4 returns.
All month long here on Buzzed in Madison, we are celebrating Wisconsin farmers. That's right. This week, we're headed to Jazzy Jerseys in Lodi, and just maybe you'll get to see Lily right here on Buzzed in Madison. WISC TV3.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower. So he went right to work on handling the project. That's him going online researching bathtub and shower installers. And there he is, calling a few places to get an estimate. I think he's procrastinating.
Call 1-800-HANSONS for a new shower or bathtub you'll love. Installed in as little as 1 day.
It's okay. I called 1-800-HANSONS.
We custom fit your new bathtub or shower into your existing space for a fast, convenient, and hassle-free installation with any safety features your family needs. Safety bars, seats, and more with a no-leak guarantee.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna call 1-800-HANSONS.
That's great, hon.
Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 1 year. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
We're looking for 200 homeowners this month interested in getting new landscape borders. Our cutting-edge materials and installation process ensures that your borders will not fade, discolor, or disconnect and will look beautiful for years to come. All covered by our extensive lifetime warranty. Visit the website or call the number for your new borders today.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op. We knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Let's take a look outside. Boy, this is where you're going to want to be this weekend, somewhere by the lake. It's warm, it's going to get muggy and a lot hotter from here. Muggy weather is coming soon are the weather words, and Blaze Keller is out on the weather patio. It's not too bad out there this afternoon.
I need to be out, whether that's Lake Monona or Lake Mendota, I need to be in that water cooling down, and it's not even as hot as what it's going to be like here. As we look ahead to next week, we've got 3 alert days starting Father's Day through next Tuesday for all of really southern Wisconsin, and that really extends to all of Wisconsin for that matter, because we are tapping into some summer-like heat and humidity that we have not really tapped into yet this season. Red is our high temperatures that we're forecasting. Pink is what it's going to feel like out there. And you can see that especially on Monday, it's going to not only be hot temperature-wise, but hot heat index-wise. So make sure that you are staying cool and hydrated. Maybe make sure now if you need to make some repairs on any fans or AC that you're doing it, because you're going to want to stay and need to stay cool and hydrated next week. We saw it earlier, but upper 70s to low 80s. Beautiful conditions there out on Lake Mendota. A few sailboats and even some speedboats really enjoying these nice conditions as we end the work week. In Dane County, upper 70s to low 80s. And as we take an extended look beyond Dane County into southern Wisconsin, low, mid, upper 70s to low 80s. It's a really nice end to the work week. And again, enjoy it, because starting Sunday, it's going to be hot and it is going to be humid. And if you're like me, I don't do well with those conditions outside. So in the full forecast, we're going to track out when there is some relief in the in store for southern Wisconsin. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Blaze, thank you. Coach USA is filing for bankruptcy, and that's leaving some Madison bus riders concerned about their commute.
Our Maddie Heimsch breaks down the company's plans and how it may impact travel here in Wisconsin.
If waiting here at the bus stop is all too familiar to you, you may need a new ride in your future. Coach USA operates more than 2,200 buses, employs almost 3,000 workers, and transports millions of passengers. A handful of them being UW-Madison students who say they have limited options.
The only couple methods would be you pay like an exorbitant amount of money to buy a plane ticket home, which is kind of like nearly impossible, or you try and convince your parents to drive up and take you home, and they don't want to do that. So then you're pretty much the option you're left with is to get a medium expensive ticket on the coach bus. So
according to court documents, COVID had a significant hand in the company's debt, ridership dropping 90% between 2019 and 2020. Coach USA plans to sell assets to the Renco Group, which operates other travel companies nationwide, in hopes of reducing debt and preserving jobs. The company says they'll be continuing operations as normal for as long as possible. Reporting in Madison, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Well, the stock market ended this week on a low note. The Dow Jones continued its fall, losing 57 points. The Nasdaq is up 21, but the S&P is down 2.
Well, it's Friday. Armand was just asking, can we say it's Friday? Let's do it.
We made it. It's Friday!
Well done. And that means it's time to take a look at everything that is streaming this weekend.
Well, Loper has that all in the Loper Report.
Your fingerprints were found in her bedroom. Were you and Caroline romantically involved?
My suspect? Because I did not kill her.
Watch Jake Gyllenhaal play Chicago prosecutor Rusty, accused of murder in the series Presumed Innocent, newly streaming on Apple TV+.
You were there the night up. You better get yourself an attorney.
If you're arrested. There's not an if. I will be arrested. They're gonna see that I was obsessed with her. I was basically stalking her.
Everything points to Rusty's guilt, but did he really do it?
It's a question everyone's asking.
I am not a liar.
Well, you are.
I'm on a mission to get the largest collections in the world.
It's a great Babe Ruth.
Definitely a seven-figure item.
Ken has set the biggest pop culture goal in the history of Golden this year.
Watch more behind-the-scenes action in an auction house in a second season of King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch, newly streaming on Netflix.
This year.
Kate Winslet wore in the Titanic.
The mummified hand of Cleopatra.
Oh my God.
I look back at my life, and all I see are the messes I made.
And catch the return of the satirical superhero series The Boys in its 4th season on Amazon Prime Video.
You'll no longer be beloved celebrities. You will be wrathful gods.
Carl Urban is back as Billy Butcher, still trying to take down Homelander and the rest of the corrupt superheroes in the very, very mature rated show.
I have found the answer to all our prayers. A virus that kills soups.
This is insane and desperate, even for you.
Well, insanely desperate's where we are, don't you think, love?
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Thank you, and lots of choices there. Coming up next at 4, the Pope's take on comedy.
Yeah, it sounds like a punchline, but these comedians aren't in the Vatican on Laughing Matters. We'll show you why when Live at 4 returns.
I'd love to thank everyone at Gruber for taking time and being patient with me.
Thank you.
I'm just really grateful.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Gruber, thanks.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Thank you very much.
Slow down and savor the moment with Madison Magazine. Learn why doing less does a mind and body good. Then welcome to the dinner party. Local experts set the table with tips for an unforgettable event. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. And the winner is Madison Magazine. Proud to earn 11 Milwaukee Press Club Awards for excellence in Wisconsin journalism. And the top prize for civic journalism in this year's National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today, a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Thank you for 29 quick and painless years. Wow, Fry to the rescue since 1995 and Best of Madison's Best Roofer 4 years in a row. We know roofs, and your roof gets the very best gutter system with Fry. It's engineered to withstand the toughest conditions and outperform year-round. 29 years of excellence and 29% off absolute gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule a free consult now at fryconstruction.com.
Up to 60% off list at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Explosive deals everywhere. Like this classic sofa in 3 colors. Or a Chase sofa for just $5.98. Recline and save for just $3.99. Get this incredible deal, head-up base and 8-inch mattress, just $4.99 for both. Plus, our 365-night sleep guarantee. What a sale. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices.
For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services. One call, one call, one call, one call, that's all.
It's 6 p.m. in Wisconsin, and you want to know what happened throughout the day. That's where News 3 Now at 6 comes in. Moving forward. While you're navigating your day, we're out in the community, uncovering the stories and finding the answers you're looking for. Local breaking news, in-depth reports, getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward. Weeknights.
Pope Francis showed off his lighter side at the Vatican today.
He met with some of the biggest names in comedy for a good cause. CBS's Ian Lee reports.
Pope Francis entered a room full of funny people to a standing ovation. And he started his set with a joke, telling them he heard laughing makes good blood before making a funny gesture. More than 100 comedians from around the world packed the pews at the Vatican, including Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Chris Rock, Whoopi Goldberg, and Jimmy Fallon. And the big stars were left a bit starstruck.
It was great. It was very fast and really loving and made me happy.
It was wonderful. So you made an impression. Oh, he'll never forget me.
In that environment was quite strange. All of us were thinking, how did this happen? Why are we here, and when are they going to throw us out?
And while the pontiff met with these legends of laughter, his message was serious, telling them that they have the power to unite people in humor, especially in a world immersed in conflict. The Pope even gave them a holy pass of sorts, saying jokes about God are okay as long as they're not offensive. But the pontiff may have had the last laugh, confessing he's prayed to the Lord for more than 40 years to give him a sense of humor. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
The Pope met with the comedians before heading to the G7 summit, where he warned world leaders about what he sees as the dangers of artificial intelligence.
No joke there. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, a collaboration for a cause this Father's Day.
We're sitting down with Mark Tremonti of Creed fame to talk about what he's doing to help support fathers and people with Down syndrome. That's coming up next when Live at 4 continues.
It's coming. Predicted to be one of the hottest summers ever. And you can't enjoy anything when your house is too hot, especially when you get that big utility bill. So what do? You stop the hot air from coming in and your cool air from leaking out. With USA Premium Foam in your walls, your old hot and humid house really can be made comfortable. Call now, and when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free. Stop sweating and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
Fight the bite and take back your yard. Trust your trained local mosquito squad of South Central Wisconsin to defend against backyard pests. Our pioneered barrier treatment is backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. If a mosquito or tick is peskier than the rest, we will apply another treatment. The season's short in Wisconsin. Don't let mosquitoes and ticks make it any shorter. Call your local mosquito squad of South Central Wisconsin for a free quote. In less than 30 minutes, you'll be on your way to being outside all day.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is now open. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display, including Flex Steel, Best, England, Spring Air, Ashley, Amish Furniture, and much more. All in stock and on sale. With an acre of quality name brand furniture in our beautiful new showroom, you're sure to find just what you're looking for. Get special free financing. All credit welcome. Hurry in today to Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
The biggest steak sale ever is this Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Save big on delicious New York strips, bacon-wrapped sirloin fillets, and mouth-watering ribeyes. This sale is huge, and so is our dad-sized 25-ounce Big T T-bone. For the best steaks around at the best prices around. Don't miss the biggest steak sale ever, Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Guitarist Mark Tremonti is best known for his massively successful bands Creed and Alter Bridge. He sold millions of albums and even won a Grammy Award.
But the birth of Mark's daughter, Stella, has given him an even greater purpose in life.
Mark raises money and awareness for the National Down Syndrome Society, and he's helping to support some special events for Father's Day that you can partake in as well. And he joins us live via Zoom this afternoon. Hi, Mark. Welcome to Live at 4.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
Great. Early Happy Father's Day to you. Tell us a little bit about the birth of your beautiful daughter, Stella, and how her coming into the world changed your life.
You know, 3 years ago, she came into this world, and she's made everybody in our lives, our entire friend group, so much more supportive and giving, and made us all better people. We started a project called Take a Chance for Charity, and we've raised millions of dollars now, and we've opened up in Orlando here, the Smile with Stella Down Syndrome Clinic. That is the only lifespan Down syndrome clinic in the Southeast. So that's our proudest achievement that we've done so far. But we've raised all this money for the National Down Syndrome Society, and it's been the joy of my life so far.
Oh, wonderful. Is that her behind you in the photos?
That is. She's all over my studio. There's probably 50 pictures of her in here.
Tell us how old Stella was when you were told that she has Down syndrome.
Well, it was before she was born. I think we had about 3 or 4 months before she was born, we got the diagnosis. And I had been singing Frank Sinatra songs, and I didn't know why. And then immediately I said, you know what, let's do a record. Let's raise money for charity. Let's raise enough money and awareness as we can for the Down syndrome community. And it's a very supportive, dear community, and I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Definitely. People may not think that a Creed singer does Sinatra, but that's awesome.
Oh, he's incredible.
A lot of
yes.
Yeah.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about, how people can, not only celebrate Father's Day, but also, give to the National Down Syndrome Society this weekend.
Yeah, so we've partnered with Joy of Mom, Orson, and NDSS to create this. Orson created this incredible gift for Father's Day where your kids or your family members, whoever it is, are given a list of questions. They answer them, and it's put together in this beautiful way. It's a definite tearjerker. Best gift you could give somebody for Father's Day. And I gave one for Mother's Day before this was put together for my wife, and she cried like a baby. And half the proceeds are going to NDSS, so it's a beautiful cause, and it's a beautiful gift.
Oh, that's wonderful. Honestly, any gift you get from your child in their own words, it's the best gift a parent could ever have. And what do you think are some of the biggest misunderstandings people have of children with Down syndrome?
Just that they're just, that they can't be independent. I think if you have early intervention in your physical therapies and your speech therapies and your occupational therapies, and you're constantly challenging folks with Down syndrome, they can be independent and they can thrive. So it's you just have to stay on top of it.
For sure. And tell me, switching gears here a little bit, Creed is going on tour. You going to be stopping in Wisconsin at all, our neck of the woods?
We are. We're doing 60 dates throughout the rest of the year. We start in Green Bay, and it's going to be, it's crazy the amount of people that are buying tickets for this tour. We had no idea what to expect, but people are coming out in force, and we can't wait.
So for the videos, we'll give the link for people in just a minute if you want to do a video with your child. Then you upload the video, and then how does it get to the parents?
I think it takes only a half an hour to process through the server, and I think it just gets emailed back to you. But like I said, it blew me away. It was the first gift. I had a stack of Mother's Day gifts for my wife. That was the first thing I gave her. She cried right out of the gate. I'm always searching for thoughtful gifts for any holiday, and this is going to be a go-to every holiday from here on out.
And raise money for a very good cause at the same time. Mark, good for you for paying it forward for other families, and we look forward to Creed, all the guys being in Wisconsin very soon. Thank you so much for your time today, and give Stella a hug for us.
I sure will. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If you'd like to learn more about this collaboration or get your father a video memento for this Father's Day, here's the website. It's joyofmom.com, and they'll walk you through how to get your video made and uploaded and sent to Dad.
There you go. Wonderful, wonderful gift idea. Send it over to Blaze Keller right now for a look at your weather forecast. It's going to be a hot Father's Day, that's for sure.
It is. You know, starting Father's Day through at least the middle of next week, our temperatures climb. That's the red bar here into those upper 80s to low 90s. The pink bar indicates what it's going to feel like outside. So heat index is the summer version of wind chill. It takes into account the air temperature, the winds, the sunshine, and the dew points, and all of that is coming together really to make for a hot and humid couple of days, to say the least. We're jumping ahead to future track heat index Sunday afternoon. Not bad. You know, we're going to be expecting some clearing as we go throughout the day on Sunday, so perhaps we hold off on any Father's Day activities until later in the day on Sunday. Monday, our winds turn slightly more out of the southwest, and that's why we're going to be bumping more into those low to mid 90s for temperatures, and heat index values will be just slightly above that, and we continue to sit underneath this heat as we go into your Tuesday and even further into your Wednesday as well. Keep in mind, our temperatures are going to be climbing into the 90s, so our overnight lows are not going to cool off a whole lot because we have to climb that much from the night to the day, so make sure that you're staying cool at night as well. So we have alert days Father's Day Sunday through Tuesday at least, but stay with News 3 Now as we could in fact add more days to our alert days, but for now it's just those 3. And as I mentioned, staying cool at night is one way to beat the heat, drinking plenty of water. Other drinks act as what they call diuretics. They act to dehydrate you, and that's not what you want to do on these hot and humid days. Wear lightweight and light colored clothing. The darker the color, the more heat you're going to absorb. So if you're outside, whether it's working or recreational, make sure that you're taking breaks as well. Probably not going to climb into the hundreds. I know with the talking about heat, it might be on some of our minds. I looked at data spanning from 1869, that's the earliest record that we have, all the way through this year. That's a grand total of 56,730 days, 36 of them were at or above 100 degrees. That's less than 0.5% of all of those days. So climatologically speaking, probably not going to see any hundreds, at least with this stretch of heat. But the last time we got into the 100s was back in 2012, so we are overdue. But it's probably just not climatologically in the cards this time. It's quiet on the radar, and we're taking a live look on our Edgewater Tower cam out across Lake Mendona. Plenty of people out enjoying the nice conditions, and we're going to continue to remain quiet as we go into the rest of this evening. Saturday, clouds are going to increase throughout the day, but we'll hold off on the rain chances until really the overnight hours into especially the morning hours on your Father's Day. So here's a quick look at your 7-day and that 10-day forecast. It's going to be hot and humid all next week, so make sure that the AC and the fans are good to go now before that heat and humidity returns back to southern Wisconsin. Hey, stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.
Get an 11% rebate on your siding project at Menards. LP SmartSide products are the #1 brand of engineered wood siding, offering versatile style, texture, and workability. Plus, it's backed with a 50-year product warranty. Accent your siding with Novik hand-split cedar shake panels. Now $16.89 after 11% rebate. Shop in store or on Menards.com and get an 11% rebate on all siding.
Save big money at Menards.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Having a softball team come to Madison is very empowering. It's not just about the Mallards.
It feels more inclusive because we're always just watching men's sports.
We are strong. We are brave.
We are empowered.
It's time for the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Don't miss your chance to tour 32 newly constructed homes filled with the newest trends and products. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Sunday after the Tony Awards, for a couple struggling to start a family.
There were a lot of hard nights. There were a lot of tears.
But the path they traveled became part of their story of hope.
I could see myself reading a story just like this to my child.
I'll show you how a Sun Prairie man's late night vision inspired his next chapter to do something good.
Our family is special and precious to us. And this book allows us to help tell that story.
Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
Well, take a look at this. A Virginia State trooper lucky to be alive after nearly getting crushed by her own patrol cruiser during a traffic stop. Dashcam video shows the trooper talking to a driver when her stopped cruiser is suddenly hit by behind. Look at that. The trooper is hit by the jolted vehicle, but immediately pops back up and back into action. Amazingly, she escaped with only minor injuries. The driver that collided with her cruiser was later arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, and the driver of the car originally pulled over was arrested for driving under the influence of drugs. We'll be right back.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you big time money on water. 32 packs of Niagara purified water or Chippewa spring water. $3.69 each or 2 for $7. Hi, Caramba, hot prices on water. $3.69 or 2 for $7. We buy in truckloads. No one beats our price. Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee owned.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Old windows? Compromise your home's comfort. Vinyl windows, a 1970s relic, aren't built for extreme weather. They warp and crack, becoming vulnerable to the elements. At Next Door & Window, we have the answer. Fiberglass. Our Ultrex fiberglass windows last up to 50 years, longer than any other window you can buy. And while other companies cut corners and never call you back, we've got your back. When you demand tomorrow's comfort, Next delivers. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Hi, I'm Fiona Rataj with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. Here are 3 things to know. Make sure you are registered to vote at your current address. You can check or register at myvote.wi.gov. If you do not have a Wisconsin driver's license or state ID, you can register to vote with your municipal clerk by completing the registration form on MyVote. Absentee ballots must be requested.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
And that wraps up Live at 4 for this work week. The news at 5 is coming up next. Armand's in the newsroom with what to expect in our coverage moving forward. Armand?
Yep, on the next Live at 4, we're going behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs to explore the new Genesis GV60. And then next at 5, that summer sun gonna hit us hard next week. We'll show you how to be ready and beat the heat. Thanks for joining Live at 4. We hope to see you right back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.